Names can reflect key aspects of our character. My last name, Zaruba, is an old Czech name that loosely translates as "he who splits wood with an axe." As Allen means harmonious, then I am the happy woodcutter. During a 2015 residency in West Cork Island, I participated in a fascinating annual bronze casting symposium, Uma Awi, which attracts artists and archaeologists who utilize the basic techniques, raw materials and processes of the Bronze Age to produce new works, some of which were replications of historic artifacts, such as the axe. This provided the initial inspiration, much like a slow cooking in the back of my mind. In January of 2016, this series began with Awakening, by far the largest in the series. Based upon the axe as metaphor and symbol, the axe surface is covered in stars and crowned with a form as flame that erupts from a small canoe covered in image fragments from various cultures. Why the axe? I was initially at a loss as to why I would focus on what most Americans would peg as a weapon of violence. So I flew out to St. Louis and then to Harvard to look at their ancient Chinese ceremonial axes. Further research helped reveal that the axe symbolizes much that is positive and constructive, especially in regards to the building of civilization. Yet, the symbol of the axe, like a conceptual mirror, prompts further consideration. The axe is an ancient, universal symbol of authority and power rooted in many cultures, from the First Nations to Asian, European and African cultures. For example, in ancient China, the axe symbol was often woven into the silk robes of the emperors to signify the decisiveness of their absolute imperial authority. From there, I began to dig deeper, which led to the idea that the first axes were stone. These created sparks, and consequently became associated with lightning, thunder, rain, rebirth, and creation. They were often termed thunderstones and held as highly sacred. It is interesting to note that both the Chinese and pre-Columbian cultures periodically created elaborate, non-functional ceremonial axes out of prized jade as well as flint. The metaphor of the axe can operate on many levels, such as splitting apart issues to reveal facts or the truth. The axe is judgment in action, splitting truth from lies, clarity from confusion. It is both tool and weapon. My hope is that the abstraction of the symbol might offer a way of considering how we respond to authentic authority. Gilding the blade edges with 24-karat gold splits the eternal from the temporal. The moment of now is now past. Getting into the river now is not the same river tomorrow. Gold stability is a fascinating medium, especially as it is the only metal that visible light can pass through, and yet filter out those rays that can harm our eyes. Consequently, it is used in the visors of pilots and astronauts to protect their vision when looking directly into the sun.